Hey guys, since I just published a video on how to make the spike device, I figured I'd just go ahead and piggyback that particular video with how to build the triangle device. With this particular re-upload, because I published this video, I think sometime back in 2024. That way, wherever they sit on my platforms, BitChute, YouTube, wherever, they're side by side. With this particular re-upload, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a clip to it to expand upon why these devices are complementary in nature, adjunct to each other, if you will. Also, with this particular video, there's no audio to it. It's kind of follow or do what I do, follow along type. So when I was recording myself building that particular triangle, it was during a client conversation. So I was talking to my client. So that being said, obviously I'm not going to publish the audio with it. I set the music. I feel like it's self-explanatory and shouldn't need a whole lot of instruction to it, if you will. Just do what I do. Just follow along, if you will. I think that's about it. How to build a triangle. Most people from the feet on up, they're on the spectrum of neuropathy. Like their nerves are hijacked to no end from synthetic biology. And it's getting worse by the day. And I was tracking that in a matter of months. And so, now granted, the spike itself never gave me back that neuroconductive pathway. I wasn't able to feel anything with just a spike. What I was tracking with the spike or trending with the spike was my neuroconductive pathway demise. That's what I was tracking. And so over time, it took longer for me to get muscle engagement, tissue coherence, however you want to look at it, continuity. That's all it is. It's continuity. It's current. The circuit, the complete circuit of electricity should flow. So if you got it on the right foot and the left foot, you should feel it in both feet, right?
Really?
Complete circuit. No matter where you put it, you should be a complete circuit. But what I was seeing is that there were multiple places in my body that I could not complete a circuit whatsoever. And it was getting worse over time. And so that's when I was like, and I thought that this device was like, I thought this was the end all be all device. Like you didn't need to go anything else or do anything else. This was the thing, right? And so that's when I started. So let's give this triangle device a try. Let's see what happens. I started the triangle. I made it, got in the tub with it, did an hour. I did that for 7 days. Until like the seventh day, that's when I noticed a big change. A big change where I was already 30 plus minutes to feel anything on my feet, either one. And so I went from 30 minutes to 5 minutes. And then
Well,
after every single time I would do this, it got better and better and better. And now I can feel it within seconds. Like you should. Like if you apply voltage to your tissue anywhere, you should feel it, right? But this is how this system gets you too. It also gets you with a diagnosis. They'll get you with some neurological deficiency or some type of idiopathic neuro degenerative disease or whatever, right? They could
because
that's whatever.
you've been diagnosed for it with a few things,
Yeah, ALS, Crohn's, and fibromyalgia. Mhm.
and it's all this synthetic biology crap.
I can only assume, and I mean I can make that assumption now, yeah, that if 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 anybody right now could go and get a an EMG test, right? A lot of people who have not experienced one sign or symptom of having some type of neurodegenerative disease, right? They go in there and get an EMG, and they're gonna walk away with a neurodegenerative disease. For a demonstration, I'm just going to do one set of magnets. As you see, I got 20 pairs. That means two magnets put together. Obviously, this is not opposing. Why? Because they stick to each other. So I'm going to tape them opposing, as you can see. That's it right there, right? Now, this is just what I do. You can do what you want. It's not that crucial. Some people make it out to be. Again, this is just what I do. Power supply, flasher, just a junction box I drilled out. Triangle. I already stripped the wire, so it's ready to go in the junction box. Go ahead and put a zip tie on it to secure it. My wire connectors on. These are for spade connectors. These are terminals, basically spades. See? Pull a triangle wire in. I'm going to put one spade connector on. So basically is a terminal. So we can disconnect if for some reason we need to change the power supply out at some point. They're all tight. So what I want to do now is connect. So let's connect these two. Typically connect the red to the flasher. I'll come back with the heat gun later to take care of these. So right here there's an X. And that's typically where we want our power to connect to. This wire right here is from the triangle. Want enough wire slack in your junction box in case you ever got to change things out. Alright, now we're going to test it. So the flasher's working. So, all right, we're all wired up and operational. I know to some people, resistance and ohms and all that means nothing to them. So here's another way to test things is see if there's too much friction resistance. I like to equate things to the fire department like friction loss. And friction usually relates to heat, right? Resistance is heat. So I usually run it for 2 hours, see where it is at the hour mark, and typically it would be in the same place on hour 2. But I'm just going to demonstrate 1 hour.